It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning here. And I always get up early. I don't know why. It's just a habit. And I started fooling around with my brows, and I only did the one side. Can you see this one's done? And this one's not. And I was going to leave it like this and do a video later on in the day when I had more of my face done and stuff, but then I realized I have to go to the store like just after the sun comes up, because I can't drive it dark, to get some chicken for the dogs, or they're going to be very angry. And I didn't really want to go to the store with one brow done. I'm just not that brave. Anyway, I wanted to show you, I know I promised this video and I wanted to show you how to do it. The first thing that I do is I grab my medium colored, I have medium and dark for my kids. Grab my medium colored liner. Okay. And I'm going to brush the brow out in the direction that I want it to go. Now, granted, my brows need to be cleaned up. I need to go and have some waxing done to clean up all this extra stuff here. You'll probably hear my puppies making noise. Okay, we're going to brush it out. I brush the inner half kind of up a little bit and start to head in towards the arch. And then I brush the arch from the arch out straight down along the brow line. And then I'm going to take my medium colored liner and I'm going to start about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch in and just draw the line right here where I want it to go. And I'm going to follow my natural brow arch. And I'm going to do the same thing on the top. Start about 1/4 of an inch in. And make sure I have enough of the pencil out that it does something. And I'm going to draw. And I just want it to be right at the tip of the hairs. I don't want it to go outside the hairs. And I don't draw a very dark line. It's just kind of a guideline and a filler. And then I'm going to draw in at the arch. And then down. Now your brow should end, if you take the corner of your mouth straight up to the corner of your eye, that's where your brow should end, right about there. So we're just going to draw the line, and I make the outside thinner. Draw the line to meet that little dot. And just on the top. And mostly I'm filling in. And then I'm going to come back and just in little short feathering motions fill that in. And as I get closer to my nose, to the inner part, to the bridge of my nose, I start to head in a different direction. I kind of angle it that way. And then out here we're just going to draw some of those little straight up hairs. And any little blank spots that are in there, you just want to draw those in little short feathering motions. The little short feathering motions gives you more control. Okay. Now, your brows aren't going to necessarily match. They're sisters, not twins. Remember that. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to take the black fibers okay. I'm just going to kind of spin it around in there some, make sure the fibers are loose. This is a gel that will help shape and hold your brows in place, but they also have fibers on the little wand. So the fibers are going to grab a hold of any hairs that you have and attach themselves to those hairs and give you a more filled in brow that's more natural looking than just pencil. Okay, so it's going to thicken your brows. And oops, I got a little fiber up there. It's okay. Okay. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my concealer. That one's a little bit darker. No, I think it's just the light. It's just the light. Grab my concealer, and I'm going to use my cream shadow brush because I don't have a concealer brush, but this one is, the bristles are stiffer and it's flatter. I mean, they're still malleable, they're still going to move, but they're stiffer than a normal, like a blending brush. And I'm just going to put a little bit of the concealer on my finger. And I'm just going to kind of tap it along the top. Ooh, see? That's what I didn't want to do because I'm blind. Along the top. And just underneath here. And I like to use the brush. Some people just use their fingers. I don't know. They feel like they have more control. You can do that if you have more control. I have more control with the brush. You want to anchor your hand with your pinky. I use the bridge of my nose on this side and just line right above the brow. Okay, and that's going to help give you a clean line. And you can see where the concealer is going on there. I'm going to do the same thing underneath, and I'm going to lift my brow, raise my brow some. And do the same thing. Now the next step is that I'm going to blend. I use my blending bud. And I'm going to use the little pointed tip. I have my keyboard here in the way, that's part of my problem. And I'm just going to gently blend it in. And any little oopses that you have like that, you can fix that when you're done. Now my blending bud is just slightly damp, hardly. It's because I washed all my brushes in my beauty blenders yesterday, and it hasn't completely 100% dried yet. And I just want to blend that into the area. And that helps give you a clean line. The other thing it does, anytime you put a light colored line up under your brow, it helps kind of lift the brow a little bit. Then what you can do is go back in and fix any little oopses you might have made. You can use the liner or the gel fibers. And see, that gives you a straighter, cleaner edge to follow there. I accidentally made that a little bit too wide, I think. I'm going to come over here and try to match it up some. And then what I'll do later when I actually do the rest of my makeup is put my foundation on, of course, which will then blend in over top of the concealer that I put right there. I have a little blank spot right there that is going to drive me nuts. Right there. See that? There we go. And just fill it in. Now our kudos for this month is almost sold out. But it gives you stencils, 5 different stencils to use. And you can choose the one that either matches your brows the closest, or if you want to try something out of the norm, then you can do that. And it gives you the gel and the liner. And a couple of other things like the tweezers and a couple of other things. It's a really nice deal. Gives you everything you need to do your brows. And I'm just going to soften them with the spoolie. And there you go. Brows. Now I have brows. Woo. Okay. So if you have any questions about these products or how to use them or what to do, which colors to choose, hit me up in the comments, send me a message, and I will talk to you later.